Howl's Moving Castle is a Japanese animated film directed by Hayao Miyazaki and produced by Studio Ghibli. This masterpiece has captivated audiences worldwide with its magic, endearing characters, and fascinating plot. Beyond its charming story, the movie is filled with curiosities that reveal fascinating details about its creation, from its inspiration to creative decisions that made it unique. In this introduction, we will explore some of the most interesting curiosities surrounding this animated cinema classic. 1. Howl's Moving Castle is a movie based on a 1986 book by Diana Wynne Jones. In fact, Miyazaki personally traveled to the United Kingdom to show the author a private screening long before the English version was released. According to Diana Jones's statements in interviews, she never had a problem with the adaptation to the movie. 2. The author began creating the novel when a severe illness prevented her from living a normal life, feeling very old, similar to what happens to the movie's protagonist, who suddenly finds herself under a spell, aging into a 90-year-old woman. The novel reflects that the story is set in a European nation during World War I, just like the film. However, the movie differs from the novel in many aspects. 3. While the novel emphasizes Howl's womanizing tendencies, the movie focuses more on the fact that a war is being waged for peace reasons. In an interview with the American magazine Newsweek, Miyazaki commented, "It's just what the United States is doing with the Iraq War." The impact of the Iraq War on Miyazaki is reflected in the film. 4. The flying machines used by the protagonists in some scenes of the movie are similar to the Heraclets, designed by the French artist Albert Robida in 1901. Miyazaki draws inspiration from this to develop original types of aircraft, as he did in other films such as Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, Castle in the Sky, or Porco Rosso. Aviation is Miyazaki's favorite theme, and he tries to reflect it as much as possible in his works. 5. The character, Sophie, goes from being an 18-year-old girl to a 90-year-old woman. This is why multiple international dubbing studios preferred to have 2 women in the cast to portray Sophie. In contrast, the Japanese version features Chieko Bisho playing both roles. Chieko is a veteran voice actress around 60 years old. Some thought that having the same actress would be counterproductive, but Miyazaki insisted on this decision. 6. According to the director, Sophie is the true heroine of the film. She goes through different ages, and her expressions change as well. Miyazaki believed that there was no reliable way to have 2 different actresses portray someone who changes their appearance, but not their thoughts. 7. As you may recall, Howl's castle appears gigantic, yet it makes no noise when moving like a metal machine of its proportion would. According to Miyazaki, this is because he envisioned the castle as a structure made of papier-mâché. 8. Inside the castle, there are only the hall, Howl's room, Markle's bedroom, and the bathroom. It seems that it really is just a structure with a very intimidating appearance. At the end of the day, Howl is fleeing from the Witch of the Waste, so his lair couldn't appear fragile and simple. 9. In the original work of Howl's Moving Castle, Sophie possesses certain magical powers that help her get involved in this fantastic world. Specifically, the novel explains that Sophie's words have magical properties. However, in the movie adaptation, none of this is present. 10. Ghibli fans will agree there's something curious about Sophie's curse. She quickly changes her appearances in the movie, going from 18 to 90 years old, and when she sleeps, she returns to her youthful state, just like when she's talking to Madame Suliman. 11. When Sophie enters Howl's life, She starts organizing things in the castle and quickly becomes friends with Markle and Calcifer. Near the end of the movie, Sophie manages to rescue Howl from the dark portal, where he manages to show his past and reconciles with himself, his feelings and his present.